All right, everybody, welcome back. We are on level 7 of lesson 4, updating screen elements. So we're going to do A, B, C, and D. And so this one will be a little bit longer, but let's rock and roll and see how we do. So we're going to start with A, change the background. All right. So changing the background. Create an app that changes the background color according to the button that is clicked. Do this. Add a set property block to each on event. Add a set property block to each on event that changes the background color of screen 1 to the color of the button. Optional, add your own button with your own color. We're not going to do that. We're just going to focus on what we need to focus on. All right, red button. Here we go. We're going to do set property. We're going to do screen 1. We're going to do background color, and we're going to change that to red. So run, click. There we go. Reset. All right, let's do it again. So this one's the green button. We're going to do screen 1, background color, green. All right, run, click, perfect. All right, so I am so confident. I'm going to do both the next ones, and then we're going to click on it. So screen 1, background color, click. Okay, what's happening here? I had to say I was confident, didn't I? Screen 1, background color. Come on. What's going on? All right, you know what? I know how to solve this. Maybe. Ooh. Ha 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 ha. Background color. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Blue. Come back here. Blue. There we go. And then this one is going to be set property. Screen 1. Background color. And then this one was white. All right. Did I do this right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I forgot? Click. There we go. All right. So, hey, there's more than one way of skinning a cat, as they say. Okay. So we're going to run. Red. Yes. Green. Yes. Blue. Yes. White. Yes. Reset. All right. So you can see here it's in the blocks. All I did was go in here and just type it out. You can do it either way. But, mostly right now I've got my kids working with blocks because, let's be honest, it's a little easier. All right, so A is done. We're going to click on finish, go back to the practice levels. Let's go to B. Let's see if my keyboard is working now. All right, so changing icons. Create an app that changes the direction of the arrow in the center of the screen depending on the button the user presses. So do this. Add a set property block to each on event and set the ID to arrow image. Update the image property based on the direction that the arrow should be facing. All right, so the up button, we're going to click on arrow image. We're going to click on image. And then the up arrow is this one right here. So we're going to press Control C, come over here, Control V, make sure it works, run, up. It does. Or it didn't do anything actually. So let's go and do the down button. Same thing, set property, arrow image, and change the image. There we go. And down is going to be this one right here. So we're going to copy, come in here, and paste. All right, let's see if that worked. Run, down, yep, up, yep. All right, those both work. Reset. So I'm going to do the left button. I'm not going to say anything this time, though. I jinxed myself last time. Image. All right, we're going to grab the left, paste. We're going to grab the right, copy, bring this on in here. So again, arrow image, image, and then I already copied it. So now I'm going to paste it. All right, let's see if I did this. Run, up, down, left, right, up to make sure, and perfect. All right, so we've got this one. We're going to click the orange finish button. Let's go back and tackle the next activity. We're still on the level 7. All right, debugging. Here we go. All right, so this one drove my kiddos crazy today. All right, so this is what we're trying to get over here. This is what we get right here. There are major issues, and we are in the text. Oh no, we got to figure out what's going on with the text. So let's see. So debugging. Erica wanted to practice using text mode to create an app that looks like the image on the right. Yay, text mode. When she finished, she tried running the app, but she got a lot of errors. Run? Ooh, lots of errors. Can you fix all the errors in the code so her app looks like the example app on the right? Oh, they misspelled the. Note, this level starts in text mode because some of the bugs are typos with the blocks themselves. As you fix the bugs, one way to check your work is by trying to convert the level back into block mode. So right now, if I click on block mode, it's going to say no. You need to correct an error in your program before it can be shown as blocks. So I'm going to give you a hint here. There is errors on levels 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay? So there you go. There's my hint. There actually isn't a 7 yet. Okay, so line 1, set text, title label, the app is running, semicolon. All right, so the first issue is quotes. Okay, so quotes. All right, so line 1, let's reset and run. All right, now it's telling us there's an error on line 2. So let's go look at line 2. All right, I see quote, but I only see one quote here. So we need to add a second quote here. All right, remember in coding, everything counts. Every spelled word, I don't want to say misspelled word because misspelled words won't get you anywhere. But you have to make sure the spelling counts. You have to make sure that you have all the proper punctuation. Every single thing counts. All right, so we're going to reset. We're going to run again. All right, and we can see now there's an error on line 4. There is no property named border width for the element title label. Make sure you choose a property from the dropdown. Well, that's because syntax matters. It's not border width all capital or capitalized. It is border width regular. So we're going to try this again. Reset, run. All right. So now it's just telling us line 5. Warning, line 5. The set property ID parameter refers to an ID title label, which does not exist. You should be able to find the list of all the possible IDs in the dropdown unless you created the element inside your code. So let's just see if we can go to block. Oh, look at that. All right. So we fixed all the typos, but this is still an issue. So let's use the drop-down menu. Oh, do you see the issue? There's not supposed to be a space here. So if we take that space away, reset and run it again, now we don't get any errors in the debug code. But it's still not where we want it to be. We want it to look like this. And it looks like this. So first off, where it says font size, we want it to say the app is running. Well, line 1 sets the text to the app is running. All right, and I know that if I slow things down, move this over to the turtle, I can reset and run it. So it says the app is running, turns it yellow, all right, but now it says font size. Well, okay, that's the issue. So this line right here, line 6, we're going to throw this away. Bye. And we're going to run it again. So let's see what happens. The app is running. Sets the text color to green. Sets the background color to yellow. Border width to 2. And the font family to Courier. All right. We still have some issues, though. So I don't think we want the background. Okay, so reset. I don't think we want the background color of the whole screen. I think we want the background color of the title label to be yellow. Right? Right. Well, let's try it. So we're going to run it. We're going to reset it. We're going to run it again. Here we go. The app is running. Now it's in green. Now it's got yellow with a border and the correct color and font. But now we need font size. So what we're going to do is we're going to set property. We're going to bring back the title label. We're going to bring back font size, and we're going to set it to 24. Let's see what that looks like. Reset and run. Does that look like that? That looks like that. I think we've got a winner. We do. All right, so in the end, we set the text title label to the app is running. We set the property title label text color to green. We set property title label background color yellow. We set property title label border width 2. We set property title label font family Courier. And then we set property title label font size 24. So that, all of that will get us exactly what we're looking for. We're going to click on the orange finish button. And I think we've got one more. We're going to create a rainbow. Here we go. So to create a rainbow, this app has 7 labels on the screen. Change the background color of each label to be the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Do this. Add a set property block for each label that changes the background color to one of the colors of the rainbow. Run your code. When you do, a rainbow should appear like the image on the right. So this is what we're trying to make. This is what we have. So set property, we're going to start at the top with red. So red button. Background color, red. We're going to test this out. Voila, voila. Fabulous. Reset. All right, I'm going to try and do all the colors before I test it again. So we've got our red button. So next is our orange button. Background color. And this is going to be, we're going to have to type this one. Orange. There we go. All right, set property. We're going to say yellow button. Background color. And this is going to be yellow. I am really testing myself to see if I can type this stuff in. All right, so I think this is going to be green button. Background color. Green. And you'll notice that when I type in the buttons, the first letter is lowercase. The first letter of the second word is uppercase. And that is something that coders and programmers do called camel case. Okay, so this one, what's next? So blue button, background color, and then this one's going to be blue. All right, let's keep going. So we have indigo button, background color, indigo. All right, this is going to be interesting. I wonder if they have an indigo. All right, and then last but not least is violet button, background color, violet. All right, so as long as I didn't misspell anything, as long as all the capitalization is correct, let's see. It worked. Yay. All right, so each line is its own color. All right, orange finish button, continue. We've done A, B, C, and D. So now we are ready for the assessment. So I will click the orange finish button. I suggest you do as well, and I will see you on level 8. Here we go.